Hello and welcome back to Python lessons, and in this lesson we will be learning how to do math and operators in Python. To start off, I it, I have to tell you that math and operators is actually very simple in Python. It works just like it does in real life. So if you assign a variable to equal to, for example, 72 plus 23, it's going to add those two numbers and put it in addition. So therefore, addition is going to equal 95 in this example. If you get another variable and call it subtraction and take away 204 from 108, you're going to get negative 96, I believe, as subtraction. The same thing happens for multiplication and division. It works just like it does in real life. So now let's do this section of the code. Set the variable count to, so we need to set this variable called count2 equal to the sum of two big numbers. So I don't know, 254 plus 809, and it gives you the answer. From time to time you can also get a badge in Codecademy, as you can see, but that doesn't really matter. Let's move on to the next lesson step. So you can also use powers in Python. One way to do this is to put a number, and then to take 3 to the power of 4 you would do times 4, or star 4, which would make it 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 3 to the power of 4. So now that we know this, let's see what it's asking us to do. So it's asking us to make a variable called x, which we already have here, and set it to equal 100 using powers or exponents. So we know that 10 to the power of 2 is 100 because 10 times 10 is 100. Therefore, x should equal 100, and this is correct. You also have another kind of operator called modular. What this operator does is when you divide two numbers, let's take for example 3 modulo 2, you will get a leftover. So when you divide 3 by 2, you have 1 leftover. So what modulo does is divide one number by another and give you the result, the leftover. So in this example, spam will equal 1 because the leftover of 3 divided by 2 is 1. So let's see what it's asking us to do with this now that we know it. So it's asking us to make spam equal 1. So this should work, but we can also use 6 modulo 5. As you can see, spam equals 1. This might be a bit difficult to get your head around in the beginning, but it should be fine. You might be asking yourself, what can we use this for? Well, in example, for C++, I know that you have to use this to randomly generate a number. In Python and in any other language, it's also very useful because you can find out which number is divisible by which other number without getting a decimal. If you want, or to find if the number is an even number, you can just do 6 modulo 2 equals 0, and it's going to tell you if it's an even number. Okay, let's move on to the next step. So now we need to use what we know so far. So let's see what our task is. So we need to write a single line comment. So this is done using the pound symbol, and we can write this is a comment, for example. This is very easy to do. To find out how to do this or an explanation, just go to my previous video, lesson 2. What it's asking us to do next is to get a variable called Monty and set it to equal true. This means that Monty is a boolean variable and therefore it's asking us to set it to equal to true. Remember that we can't make this a lowercase letter or it won't work. Then it's asking us to make another variable called Python and equal 1.234. This kind of variable is a float, and a float is just an integer which has decimal places in it. Then it's asking us to make a variable called MontyPython, and we need to make it equal Python to the power of 2. What this means is to take what Python equals to, so take 1.234 and times it by itself because it's to the power of 2. Therefore, this should work, and what this is, let me see, let me show you, 1.234 times 1.234. So that would be the actual answer that Monty Python would be if we were to print it out. So thank you for watching this video, and in the next video we will cover the next course for Python. Bye.